Let's talk about the green roof a little bit. So if you look at this, this is a typical, well, it's an extensive green roof. So this would be a green roof that would be able to sustain a lot of weight. So you're going to have your floor decking here, your rigid insulation, and then you have like so that's, yeah, one is your insulation, and then a waterproofing layer. Then you're going to have your storage layer. This is like a membrane that will retain water. You have drainage. This is like gravel and sands. Then your root permeable layer right here, so the roots can reach down through this. And then your growing media. This is like your soil, your peat moss, vermiculite, and that sort of thing. And then on top of that, you've got your plants that grow down through this. So what this does is as it rains, it catches the moisture as it passes through and then eventually drains it out. But the plants will use up a lot of the moisture, and because it retains it here, it lets it evaporate, and it reduces the runoff on your site. We're going to simplify this greatly. We're going to show the roof support system and the rigid foam, which would include that permeable membrane. And then we're going to say this is a foot thick. This layer could be anywhere from probably like half a foot to up to a meter thick. And just realize every time you go up an inch in thickness, you're really increasing the weight. So for our model, we're going to use a 12-inch layer here that would be represented by 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Well, it's just 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 is the vegetation. So, all right, let's go look at our model and get this underway. So when I look at my 3D model, we have the second floor, and we are going to put a roof here, but because it's also a floor, we're going to trick it and call it a floor. And then we're going to design it as a roof. Does that make sense? So what we're going to do is go to our second floor, and we have right here, we're going to put another floor right here. So we're going to do a structural floor. Yes, it's always save your project. And I'm going to choose we're going to start with that 3-inch concrete on metal deck. And then we're going to choose edit type and duplicate and call it green roof. Okay. Now we're going to edit that structure. Where did it go? Oh, I closed it. Never mind. I'm going to edit the structure, not close it. So we're going to choose this bottom metal deck portion. And right here where it says usage, we're going to make that a standalone deck. So here we have the metal. And instead of concrete, we're going to put rigid insulation here. Rigid insulation. And to make our thickness work, we're going to make this 4 inches thick. Now we're going to add above here, we're going to insert a finish layer. So we're going to click on the drop down and choose finish. And then we're going to go by category. We're going to make something brand new. So we're going to choose the little ball down here, create and duplicate material. So we're going to create a new one. We're going to right click and rename it. And we're going to call it green roof. I like to give these uppercase. Green roof material. Okay. And then on our graphics, what I want to see when I look at this is a green color, but a little more towards gray. So I'm going to make a color that's kind of like a grassy color. And then on appearance, we're going to go down here and choose this and look at our appearance library. And we're going to go to site work. And then we're looking for dark ryegrass. So I'm going to double click that. You'll notice it loaded it in behind here. And then we're going to click apply. And I think another thing I want to do is get this. Let's see what it looks like. I think what I want to also show is that foreground color. I want it to be kind of green looking too. So we're going to go right here and choose something kind of down this direction. So I changed those two colors. And I think that's going to work. Okay, click OK. Must have a thickness. Oh, goodness. Yes. Okay, yes. It's going to be 1 foot. Let's make it 1 foot. And the reason I'm choosing this is this lets us set a green roof level that makes sense so that we can add to it. We're going to click OK. And then we're going to click OK. And so now I have my green roof floor, which is a roof. All right, so one of the things I want to keep in mind, I've got this brick wall here that I added earlier. I want to make sure that our roof goes underneath that wall. So let's go ahead and do that. And we're going to start by clicking a 2-point rectangle. And I'm going to find that wall. It was right about here. And then we're going to, and that's just going to help us see it on the inside. And I'm going to go to the interior right here. And then hit check. And if everything works, and it's not going to, I'll show you why in just a second. Don't attach. Let's go see what it looks like. So if we look at it in 3D, click off of it, that looks green. Yay. And if I change it to a realistic view, because I picked the ryegrass, I should see grass there. All right, one of the things that's a little weird is it's not in the right place. So there's a couple of ways to fix this. We could either do an offset from height, or we can add another level. So I'm going to choose to add another level. So what I did, the reason I gave you the numbers I did is if we go in and throw a new level in. So we're going to go to architecture, and we're going to do a level. I want to make sure I get the dotted lines there. Bam, go all the way across here. And I'm just picking a spot. Okay. Now we're going to zoom in on that. We're going to double click this. Rename it green roof. So that's going to be the name of it. Yes, we want to rename it in all the views. And on this height, we're going to make it 21. Okay. And I'm going to click the little wiggly. And then I'm going to grab that blue dot and pull it above so that it's easy to see compared to second floor, because this is actually above the floor. Okay. So now we're going to choose this wall that we split earlier and hide it. And then we're going to, you see our floor here is connected to second floor, but we need it to be where this, the bottom, is actually above this floor plate here. So to fix that, what I did, I'm just moving the floor around. We're going to choose the floor, and then we're going to choose align, and then we choose the floor again, and then we're going to align it to, did I do that right? No, you choose what you want. We're going to choose align, and then the thing we're going to move to, which is our level, and then the floor, and we're going to align those like that. So now our floor is aligned with the green roof level, and that puts all of this in the right place. So we've got our metal decking on top of on top of floor 2 right here. So that should be good to go. So let's unhide our wall. Unhide. Select it, then unhide by elements. So when you are working on your designs, when you want to place things on the green roof, you're going to choose that level called green roof, which is hidden in view right now. So there it is. So you'll use the one that says green roof over here. That's the level you're going to use whenever you want to put something on that roof. Okay? That gets us to a really good place. And that is that for now.